fans of Star Wars Weekends get an exclusive, all-access behind-the-scenes tour of Star Wars, The Clone Wars. And now, please welcome your host for Star Wars Weekends, James Arnold Taylor.
Let's all do that for a second. Now you know why we're doing that. It's nice and cool in here, isn't it?
Yes.
Ooh, it started to heat up. It's beautiful though. It's a great time to be at Disney, and it's a great time to love Star Wars, isn't it?
Yes.
No greater time. And we have a couple of Clone Wars fans here, huh? Good. You're not just here for the air conditioning. Well, my name is James Arnold Taylor, and I'm the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And so I am honored to be involved with this fantastic project. And this show right here is something brand new. You haven't seen it yet here at Star Wars Weekends. It's all been very cool. And you know, I, however, though, am not the host you're looking for. Sad to say, yes. But actually, your host is none other than the voice of Ahsoka Tano herself. And I love Ahsoka Tano. Any others Ahsoka Tano fans? My favorite Jedi. And let's take a look at her in action on the screen.
And who are you supposed to be?
I'm Ahsoka.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Ahsoka Tano herself, Ashley Eckstein! I'm sorry, I've got my t-shirt on.
Okay, well that makes it okay. We got
Obi-Wan.
cute little t-shirt there. I like it.
Yeah, so very good. How are you?
Doing great, having so much fun.
How many years have you done Behind the Force here?
Oh wow, this is my 4th year hosting Behind the Force.
Pretty good. Anybody been here all 4 years? Wow.
A lot of returning guests.
Yes, indeed.
Well, they're going to be surprised because we have a new show today, and I hope everyone here is ready for some action because we have a great experience lined up, and everyone in this audience is going to have the opportunity to participate if you would like to.
Okay, very good. I can't let this pass. This is really cool. And
I'm
you
trying
see,
to
this
match
is
my
Ahsoka
cool
right
banner.
here. Yeah. But here's the thing you may not know. Ashley actually designed this and makes these. She has her own clothing line called Her Universe, and it's really awesome. And you know, this is not a paid endorsement. I just think it's awesome that she does this, and you can get those at the big tent over there, Darth Small.
Yes,
right?
Darth Small, and
But it's very cool, and I just want to say thumbs up. But I am just thrilled to be here. So I'm thrilled with what we had with season 4 as well. I mean,
yes. How many of you saw season 4? Did you like it? Was it awesome? Right? Well, it kicked off with a huge underwater battle.
You got to go underwater.
Yeah, Ahsoka got to go swimming, but it was in shark-infested waters.
Yeah, that's so good. But you know, and Obi-Wan Kenobi got to go undercover as a bounty hunter as Rako Hardeen. Yeah. And Hardeen had his voice. I gotta eat this big spider thing that it's very cool. But anyways, yeah.
That was an amazing performance, but that wasn't very nice of you with Anakin and Ahsoka.
Yeah, I tricked Anakin and Ahsoka into believing that Obi-Wan was dead. So it's not me, it's the script.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else happened. You know, it was a long season.
Right.
A lot happened, and there's just too much to talk about. And this is only a 30-minute show, so I think our audience needs to see what happened in season 4. And if you've already seen it, then you need to see it again, right? So if you watch these screens, let's
It's like the 22-minute episodes we have every week, right?
Exactly.
Well, Ashley, I feel as though that we're all in good hands here, right? And you're in good company here. So I will bid adieu and say on with the show, okay?
One more round of applause for your Star Wars Weekend host, James Arnold Taylor, everyone. Make sure to come back to the talk show and Obi-Wan and Beyond. He's truly fantastic. You don't want to miss it. So, as you can see from the recap, the Clone Wars is full of excitement, action, adventure, and stories that take you to a galaxy far, far away. And it is my honor and privilege to take you behind the Force and show you how an episode of the Clone Wars is put together. Because Star Wars The Clone Wars isn't like most animated television shows. These are like mini movies. And when Star Wars creator George Lucas decided to bring the Clone Wars to the screen, he needed to find someone that was not only an amazing director and someone that understood the universe, but also someone that was a very big fan. So it is my honor and privilege to introduce you today to my personal Jedi Master and the supervising director of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Please watch these screens and help me welcome Dave Filoni.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. So, hello everyone at Star Wars Weekends. I am Dave Filoni, the supervising director of Star Wars The Clone Wars. And I hear you want to know how we make an episode of Clone Wars. Well, like any good TV show or film, it all starts with story. It starts with an idea from George Lucas. That idea turns into a script. The script tells us everything we need to know about an episode. That way we know what to design.
As Dave mentioned, when they send it overseas to do the animation, there's other studios all over the world. And so it's crazy to think that as we're busy working on season 5 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, there is someone somewhere in the world working on the Clone Wars pretty much 24 hours a day.
It's true, Ashley. We're constantly working on the show. We're ever broadening the canvas of the types of stories we can tell with Jedi, Sith Lords, bounty hunters, strange creatures. You know, we bring characters from the original trilogy of Star Wars together with characters from the prequel trilogy. And just like we bring families together, young and old, to watch Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, you know, dealing with these iconic characters is something you do all the time, Ashley. Why don't you tell everybody what it's like to bring one of these characters to life?
It would be my honor, Master Filoni.
And remember, Padawan, I will be watching with great interest.
Okay, well, it's truly been an honor to bring the character of Ahsoka to life. But, you know, I don't really want to answer this question by myself because, you know, we have a fantastic cast. We have several other cast members who help bring brand new characters to life. And we have a special guest today, and he knows what it's truly like to bring new characters to life because he is the voice of not only Captain Rex, Commander Cody, but all of the clones in the Clone Wars. So please help me welcome our special guest today, Dee Bradley Baker.
It is not difficult to conjure up the enthusiasm for this show that I have and that all of you have. So many of you, like me, have had a love of this universe since we were younglings. And it's so exciting to connect back into it, even as a grown-up, and to live as a kid again in this really cool world and to wear things that are so much cooler than we normally have to wear. At Star Wars Weekends. I've always loved it. The Halloween after the original Star Wars came out, which I was thrilled about, my folks made me a Jawa costume. This is me in 1977. My dad, Buddy Baker, made the little eyes, which I put through the stocking that I pulled over my head. My mom put together the rest of the outfit. And there I'd be, trick-or-treating, and then standing alone at the dance.
You went to the dance in that costume?
Yeah, nobody could tell if I was a boy or a girl or what the heck I was. You're not going to ask Matt to dance. But I was secure in the knowledge that I had an awesome Star Wars costume, which they hired me when they re-released Star Wars in the summer of '78. I was hired as a Jawa to scare people in the theater as they came in to see Star Wars for the second time. And so I got paid movie passes and got to dress up as a Jawa all summer long. So that was kind of my first Star Wars gig before this.
How does a Jawa sound?
It's stuff, you know how Jawas talk. Everyone knows that now. That's a thing. It's a thing.
Well, Dee, you get to play one of the coolest characters in the Clone Wars, Captain Rex.
Captain Rex, yes.
Tell us your favorite moment of the Clone Wars. Favorite moment, favorite episode, what's your favorite part?
There's so much that I love about doing this. It really is interesting to me to see how much the fans love the clones, and how much families love the clones, how much grown-ups love them, how much people from the military connect with these clones, because there's a lot going on here in the United States these days, with wars that are being fought and everything, but it's really not being dealt with a lot on television. But our show has a lot of that, and I think it connects to a lot of soldiers. And it really moved me to see that, especially at the last celebration that we had out here, to see just how heartfelt it really taps into what people love. And it's so exciting, as I say again, just to be able to connect in something that you really love as a kid, and to have that come out again season after season in this perennial way at Star Wars weekends or Celebration or wherever.
Well, you play many other characters that our audience, I'm sure, loves. So tell us about some of your other roles.
Let's see. In a little show called Phineas and Ferb. Any Phineas and Ferb fans here? Perry the Platypus, that is me. A sound I recorded once, and they reprint every episode, which is great. That's a pretty sweet little gig there too. I do creature sounds on Avatar, the Last Airbender series. Previously, I was Momo and Appa. And there's new critters this season. It's a really, really good show. If you have not checked out Legend of Korra on Nickelodeon series, you really owe it to yourself, because that is a dynamite show that has a lot of similar characteristics to Clone Wars. I'm also Klaus, our American dad, the inappropriate fish that says things I shouldn't repeat. No child should see that show. But it's a lot of fun as well. And then a lot of other shows, SpongeBob and Ben 10, a lot of aliens on that, and video games, and a lot of really cool fun shows that I would be playing and having fun with, whether I worked on it or not.
Well, Dee, we're showing our audience, we're taking them behind the force, we're
Yes.
showing them what it's like to put an episode together. So would you like to help?
Yes, let's do it. Great.
Well, let's get some more direction from Dave. So Dave, what's next?
Hey Ashley, here's another thing I thought would be good for the audience to try. Why don't we do a crowd scene? You know, like when we do a really big battle with a lot of explosions, or when we're in the cantina with a large group of people. But it requires that the audience could have to make a lot of sound, so that's what I need.
Okay, what do you guys think? You think we can help out Dave?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dave is asking for us to get something called Crowd Walla. So on Star Wars: The Clone Wars, sometimes we go to other planets and we find ourselves in big crowds. And so that kind of the background noise, what you hear from the crowds is what they call Crowd Walla. Now on a regular TV show, usually sounds pretty normal, group of humans, but this is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, so we need strange sounds, alien sounds, creature sounds. So, Dee, you want to give us some examples?
What you're going to help us create, is a bed of cheering alien sounds. Let's imagine that we're, say, in the cantina at Tatooine, and a bar fight has broken out. Somebody fired a blaster, someone fell over. We're not really sure who fired that thing. That's still kind of in question. But I want you to use your best alien-type sounds. The way we might start this, for those of you who may be a little more inhibited, is to start maybe with an exhale with a... You can bring the back of your throat together to give it sort of a growly, clicky characteristic. So you can articulate it like something is actually being said. And then if you wish, you can modify the sound column within your throat by pinching the nose shut thusly. The uvula can be employed to assist with this. Now you can also switch it up a little bit and go with an inhale, which is sort of like a pig sound, sort of a... So you can get really cool high sounds. Or you can go lower. Okay, pinching the nose again. We can... So these are some ideas that you yourself can utilize as we try this.
Easy enough, right?
Easy enough.
So here's the scene that we need the crowd walla for. So this is the cantina.
All right. Here's the cantina. The fight has broken out. I want to hear your best, loudest cheering in whatever bizarre alien animal voice that you can come up with. Now make me proud. Don't let me down. Show me what you got. On the count of 3, give me your best animal cheers. Ready? Or alien cheers. 1, 2, 3, go! A little cat creature alien. That was very good. That was very good, very good. There's even more cat creatures over here.
That's an excellent crowd walla.
But I want to kick this upstairs, and I want to use the kids to do this. How many kids out there want to be commanded by Captain Rex?
Ooh, we have a lot of kids out there.
Those of you who do, who have the courage, I want you to stand up now. Whether you're in the back or the front.
All the kids, stand up.
I want you to stand up. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. We are clones. We are not afraid. All right, then. Now, when I point to you, soldiers, we're going into war. We're going into Umbara. It's a difficult place, but I've got to make sure that we are all together. So when I point to you, I want you to yell out nice and clear together, "Sir, yes, sir." Do you understand? Sir, yes, sir. Are we all clones? Are we ready to go in together? Sir, yes, sir. Did we all put on our sunblock today? Sir, yes, sir. Are we going to eat some vegetables along with the fried Mickey chicken things that we're going to eat? All right. Now keep standing, because the war's going to start happening, and I need your responses loud and clear. Let's get ready to go on in. Very good. Keep your heads low. Look out! Get down over there! Where did you all go? Call in the medvac! Are any of you out there? They all did away Oh my goodness.
Sounded as though it was the battle on Umbara.
James, we were just getting crowd walla.
All right, well, let me take this mask off then. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's much better. Damn it. Oh, right, yeah.
Well, I'm happy you found your costume.
Are there any more
That is
masks?
from the blade. It's not good.
I'm not sure. Is this the last mask or not?
Dave Filoni!
At ease, troops. At ease. Have a seat, troops.
Well, James, our audience was just helping us get some crowd walla.
Really awesome stuff.
Yeah, we're taking them behind the scenes on how we put together an episode of the Clone Wars. But you know, we have so much fun in the studio. I think it would be a lot of fun to let the audience in on our fun in the studio. So what do you guys think? We are looking for 2 honorary cast members of the Clone Wars that are going to come up on stage and record a scene for us. So, Dee and James, we need 1 boy to be the voice of Anakin Skywalker, and 1 girl to be the voice of a broken down battle droid. So, be the voice of Anakin Skywalker. We also have James Arnold Taylor, who's going to be the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I will be the voice of Ahsoka Tano. Dee will be the voice of Captain Rex, and also Stacey Tin, which Dee also voices.
Yes, I voice Jedi Master Stacey Tin in our series, which I sort of based the basic voice on another character I did, Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple. It was a show that we shot here a couple of decades ago, and it was really, really fun.
It was a lot of fun. Well, okay, let's go into the studio here. We're going to get behind the microphones. And as I mentioned, we're going to perform an exclusive script that has never been done before. It's just for Star Wars weekends. All right. So...
they have to raise the microphone because it was set for me. you see. No, I kid. All right, so
There
yes,
we
so
go.
you
Don't
have your
worry, get
scripts
that
here,
set up.
and we've highlighted their scripts, so everybody's part is highlighted, and that's what we generally do when you get into the studio, is you'll circle or you'll highlight and you make all your parts known so you know, and when you're doing different voices, I don't know how Dee does it, but I will do like a circle for Obi-Wan, and then little squiggly lines for Plo Koon, but you're all highlighted in blue here, and it's nice and easy to read, right? So we should get a mic check.
Okay, absolutely.
Ashley, do you want to start? We'll go down the line.
All right. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
All right.
Just say check 1, 2 right into the mic.
Check 1, 2. Oh my
Very
God.
good.
Yeah, you don't even need to be that far.
Don't be afraid.
In fact, okay, that's a good point. Now, both of you do this. Up to the mic. See that? That's the distance you should be. Now do this. Because you look really silly. Okay, good.
That is not what we do.
All right.
We don't do that.
Although you do when you give us a little bullwinkle.
Hey, Rocky! What's going on in my head?
Anytime Count Dooku comes in, Dee always says,
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's my favorite voice. Okay.
So what we're going to do is
he's not doing it. All right, okay. We got to get a mic check for Anakin as well then.
All right.
So check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
And then I'll give you mine. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Now we're going to run through this scene pretty much like we do it actually in the show. We're all in there in the studio together as you saw, and we read through pretty much the whole scene together and play it straight ahead almost like radio drama. And that's what we're going to do for you right here.
Are you guys ready? You see
Yeah.
your lines?
Yes.
All right, let's roll it.
Battlefield aftermath. As the valiant clone troopers of the Republic chase off separatist forces from the once peaceful world of Kyros, one squad of battle droids fights fiercely to defend its front line. Under the command of General Obi-Wan Kenobi and Commander Ahsoka Tano, the clones finally break through the enemy lines to make a startling discovery.
I took out 43 droids this time. How'd you do?
You're improving, Snips. I took out 51.
This way, General Kenobi. You're gonna want to see this.
A battle droid. Very good, Rex. It's still intact.
I got fried by a droid popper, but it's coming red.
I don't get it. It's just a wrecked battle droid. The field is littered with them.
This one's different, Snips. Let's take a look.
Squads 15 and 16 to Blue Mountain Pass. Squads 11 and 38 defend the valley.
How she did that. She's very talented.
Oh, my line.
Ahsoka. You have something you'd like to say, Ahsoka?
That's a chatty one.
Oh, yes. This droid's been loaded with battle plans. He was coordinating the Separatist defenses.
But it's just a simple battle droid. Why don't they use one of the big brain tactical droids or something like that?
Because that is exactly who we would have targeted. We got lucky here.
The Separatists are getting smarter.
Regroup at Green River Junction. Launch counterattack at high noon.
They must have modified this one with that bee buzzer thing that they modify them with these days. Hoping that we wouldn't find it.
We'll have to sweep the fields to make sure we haven't missed any.
What? That'll take forever. It'll be like looking for a needle in a sand crawler.
Then you better start right away.
This is hopeless.
Oh, no, wait, I found the needle.
That's quick. It's not going to be that hard, I guess.
Yeah, it was
It's no problem. Scene.
Let's hear it! Cast members! Hug and flow. Right this way.
Congratulations. So good. Well, you know, that's the fun part when we go into the studio.
Yeah.
Every now and then, you know, we have to do some hard work, and it's called ADR. You know, we go in before they do the animation, so we record our lines, and then they do the animation to our voices. But every now and then they decide to change a line, and so we have to go in, once the animation is already done, and redo the line and match it to the lips on the animation.
Yes, additional dialogue replacement. And so, like, yeah, if there's a lot of times George Lucas will make a change, and it'll be just a simple thing, or if we're a distance apart, like there's be a scene where I say, Cody, battle stations, and I'm right here, and I did it very shouty, well then I might need to move back farther, and so we need to redo those lines.
It's little adjustments to make it all make sense. And if George wants any little adjustment, we're going to adjust it.
Well, we're going to do a live demonstration demonstration of ADR today. So let's see. James, there's your lines. Dee, there's
And
your
this
lines.
is about how it is when we get our scripts at Clone Wars. We get them right then when we actually go into the studio, so this is very real.
Cold reading. So we're going to watch our lines first with our voices, and then we're going to take them out and do it live. So let's roll it. Hold up. I sense something out there.
I think I'd like to go for a swim.
We have to warn Command.
I was afraid he'd say that.
You get
It doesn't necessarily make sense. It's a little spot change that we have to make. And so let's go ahead and give that a shot.
Yeah, let's take out the voices and let's roll it again. Hold up. I sense something out there.
I think I'd like to go for a swim.
We should have warned Command.
I was afraid he'd say that.
You get used to it.
Ha ha ha! Yes!
That was great! That was great!
Just gotta match the lip laugh and good. Yeah.
Well, after we record our lines, Dave has to do some work, take some notes, and we're left in the studio to have a little fun. So sometimes we like to mix it up a little bit, change the voices, maybe even change the lines. And so we've actually written a new scene for the clips that you just saw about our characters going to the Clone Wars dance.
Every year we have the Clone Wars dance.
Yes, the ball. So
Very nice.
let's roll it again with these new lines. Dance? I hope someone asked me to the dance.
I don't dance. Don't ask me.
Maybe I should ask someone to the dance.
Maybe you should ask Ahsoka.
I wish a clone would ask me.
Ha! Booyah!
Nicely done.
Oh, well, I think we've taken you now through the whole process, but let's find out from Dave. Let's find out how you did today. So, Dave?
Well, that was impressive, Padawan. Most impressive. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of the whole audience. You guys did a great job. You've shown me that you really know a lot about Star Wars. I hope you learned a little bit more today. And since you've been such good sports about this whole thing, I know it's hard work being an actor. You need a reward. So what better way than to reward you than a sneak peek of Season 5 of Star Wars?
If you are excited for